Resist it while you still can, and before the right to complain is taken away from you, which will be the next thing. You will be told you can't complain because you're Islamophobic. The term is already being introduced into the culture as if it was an accusation of race hatred, for example, or bigotry, whereas it's only the objection to the preachings of a very extreme and absolutist religion.
We need to just say over and over again, Islamophobia is intolerable. It can never ever be justified, and we have to continue with a zero tolerance approach. And I think there's more we can do in government. There's certainly stuff online which I think needs tackling much more robustly than it is at the moment.
When the world is worried about Islamophobia versus anti-Semitism, anti-Semitism is baseless hatred. Islamophobia is there because they are giving us reason to fear them. It's because of all the terrorist attacks that they have done to the free world over the last 77 years, and the death and carnage that is a result of the Islam ideology and the radical jihadists.
Give it up or give it to your deadliest enemy and pay for the rope that will choke you. This is very urgent business, ladies and gentlemen, I beseech you. Resist it while you still can, and before the right to complain is taken away from you, which will be the next thing. You will be told you can't complain because you're Islamophobic. The term is already being introduced into the culture as if it was an accusation of race hatred, for example, or bigotry, whereas it's only the objection to the preachings of a very extreme and absolutist religion. Watch out for these symptoms. They are not just symptoms of surrender, very often ecumenically offered to you by men of God in other robes, Christian and Jewish and smarmy ecumenical. These are the ones who will hold open the gates for the barbarians. The barbarians never take a city till someone holds the gates open for them. And it's your own preachers who will do it for you, and your own multicultural authorities who will do it for you. Resist it while you can. And if you wonder what will happen if you don't, look and see how a cricket team in Middlesex in England had to change its name by force last week because it was called, and had been for years, the Middlesex Crusaders. Look and see how stories about little pigs can't be taught to children in English schools anymore, lest offense be taken by the religion of peace. Resist it while you can.
One of the things that is coming up over and over again is Islamophobia. And, well, you can see the stats, you can see the numbers rising, particularly since October the 7th. Although we shouldn't fall into the trap of thinking that before October the 7th, this was all heading in the right direction. It's been far too high for far too long. Clearly, we need to just say over and over again, Islamophobia is intolerable. It can never, ever be justified. And we have to continue with a zero tolerance approach. And I think there's more we can do in government. There's certainly stuff online which I think needs tackling much more robustly than it is at the moment.
What I'm hoping, Keir, is your experience as a prosecutor means you'll be thinking about the strategy we can use to make sure we take action against those who break the law.
It's interesting to compare from 2009 to 2024, the split scene and the conversations that was then and that was now. The writing was on the wall, as the expression goes. History repeats itself unless we change. We can't expect a different result and by repeating the same mistake and again and again and again. The world has to wake up and realize that the Judeo-Christian world, as it is now, is a very peaceful world. We want to live in peace. We have learned how to coexist. It took a couple thousand years. When we look back during the Spanish Inquisition, how many millions of Jews were murdered, were forced to convert to Christianity in the name of Christianity. But that was a long time ago. We have come a long way to now have a Judeo-Christian alliance, to appreciate each other's religion and faith, that even though we have theological belief systems that are different, we have learned how to coexist. Just because we don't believe the way the Christians believe, it's okay. We don't have to believe what another religion or sect believes. God created us all different for a purpose, a reason. God gave us a variety of religions, and God, with divine providence, had us be born into the family, into the religion that your soul needs to connect with. So if you were born to a Jewish mother, to a Jewish family, your mission in life is to be Jewish. If you were born to a Christian family, then you should be Christian, you should be Catholic, you should be Methodist, you should be Protestant, you should be Baptist. Any group of Christianity, that is your religion. You should follow it, adhere to it, and follow at least the 7 Noahide laws, the general laws that God gave us all, to all humanity. If you are Muslim, live as a Muslim, but as a peaceful Muslim. The idea that if I don't believe what you believe, I deserve to die is absurd. It's the antithesis to religion, it's the antithesis to God. God is about life. Religion is about coexistence, codependence, working together, appreciating each other. Just because I pray on Saturday, you pray on Sunday, or you pray on Friday, so what? It doesn't mean that we have to die because we don't accept what you accept. And this is the world we are living in right now. And it comes down to this very concept of, are we willing to accept God's gifts of the 21st century, of moving forward, or are we trying to revert back to the 8th century and being stuck in time where you must die by the sword, where bloodshed is the only answer to unity? And that is exactly the situation that the world is found in right now. And we're kind of squandering away God's beautiful gifts and miracles. Look what God has given us in the 21st century. Look at all the advances, how we as a culture, as a society has advanced in able to provide medicine to far more countries than ever before. People's lives are being saved by the miraculous medical breakthroughs. Transportation, we're able to cross continents in hours. Communication, everyone has a phone device to communicate with each other. We're living in such miraculous times. It's practically messianic times. Look where we're at. Most prosperous times. The amount of wealth that exists internationally. We're living in the best of times. And yet there are those who are trying to deny that and revert back to the bloodthirsty, living by the sword, killing for religion. We need to be able to stand tall and not allow that to happen. We came too far along to have the free world that we have now. So we need to continue to unite with each other, and light against darkness, good against evil. That's our journey in life. Choose the right side of life. Anti-Semitism, you need to know, is a baseless hatred. The Jewish people have only good intentions for the world. The Jewish people want to contribute to the world. The Jewish people want to be a light unto the nations. The Jewish people wants to be kind, friendly, and accepting and generous with the world. The Jewish people are here to be a light unto the nations. That is the mandate that God gave us at Mount Sinai. We continue to march to that tone. We are still following God's commandment, be a light unto the nations, bring life to the world, promote life, sustain life, be the one who's going to stand tall to show that we can believe in God, the omnipotent, the omnipresent, and God will believe in you as well. And together we can make this world a better place. So join the Jewish people, join the West, join the living who is obsessed with life, to do whatever we can to promote the life, and realize that our enemy is out there to try to kill us, and we must be stronger. Strength, Peace through strength. Be strong in your convictions and faith. Be strong in what you believe in. Renew your connection with God. God will renew his connection with you. And together we'll see better times and truly see the revelation of the Messiah that we're all waiting for. Prophet Isaiah in chapter 53 has prophesied the way the world is going to look when the Messiah comes, where the lion and lamb will be together, no more war, no more hunger, no more illnesses. But God will reign forever, and everyone will recognize it and appreciate it. Kindly subscribe to our channel so a little bit of light push away a lot of darkness. God bless you. God loves you.